Oh, hello. Hey, Inkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do. Yeah. The birds seem to be in slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure it out. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do. Thank you for gifting a subscription, not Fox. Thank you. Thank you for gifting the sub to Foxy's. Thank you. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. Will it be this time? Something for the wits again. You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's the curse of being a regular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out. I hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yes, I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So, what I'll need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. See what I can do. I'm sorry, but do you think that bird on her ear just like... Never mind. Never mind. Shut myself up. Right. Should we do an infusion? Let's see. Fire resistance, invisibility, frost armor. Ultimate solution when it comes to protection against anything, whether physical or magical. A bit cold. Nothing blanket can't fix this. I think I'll just stick with the drink for now then. Just do an old Shirley Temple or something. And one of this. And this one. Frosted Lagoon. That's the one. You wanted armor, right? Just gotta check. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Fox. Thank you. Liquid steel. Just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. Convention is specially for creatures like Sylvian spirits, trolls, and the like. They're also being elected the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but do you know what I'm most excited about? Gnomes or nymphs? Gnomes. Gnomes? I've yet to meet a gnome on Boreas. Ah, they're pretty shy, but they craft a cute little trinkets. Always wanted to have one for my tavern. If I run into a gnome, I'll buy you a trinket. Now that we know what I'd be excited for, how about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year, when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra soft set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but Borean flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from it being in distress? Well, the cinnamon green-cheeked conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. Can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention. Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under the doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to the treehouse. And you don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Inkeep. See you soon. No worries, honey. I don't know how long I'll be. Could you bung it in the microwave, please? Please. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Kaelin's quest and the Wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that? She told me before she left, in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. Think she's happy he's back. Think so too. Did you have tea with the werewolves? Of course. We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations on the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about the reflections in pools of the primordial sea. And she promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about the sea mirrors, echoes and distorts, and the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well. What is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Kellen was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Yes, I recall. A reminder of my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you know... I like trinkets. Oh. What is it? It's a piece of embroidery of a constellation. The werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories and myths about the stars and their twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. I call it the Little Dipper. Hey, look, it's up there. That's a really cute thing. We get to like fill out the walls as the game goes on. It does look a bit like a Little Dipper. I think it could also be a Big Dipper. I'll just say this. A Big Dipper. Last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small. Do you think there's a world somewhere out there with a constellation called the Big Dipper in the night sky? There might be. Maybe the Big Dipper is part of a larger constellation, a bear for example. Bear? Innkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? Do you like to watch them from time to time? Oh, really? Do you prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Primordial? Really? Somehow that fits. Your magic reminds me of it. A mere coincidence. You'll have to give me your birthday data soon so I can calculate a birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw. Are you? We'll see. We will. Till then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I've figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks, not sure how to make those just yet, especially those with the right balance. I'll still have to make the rounds around the grove later. So could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? Think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? I'm already on it. Thank you. Uno momento. Hi, sweet tea. How you doing? You need this. Can we give her anything to help with this as well? Frost armor. We don't really need any of these. Give her a fey crystal, perhaps. Yeah, give her a fey crystal. Yeah. And she wants agility. That. There we go. One of these. Oh no, that's too much. Here, mate, have that. Our Flintstone style trash bin. Swift strike. Bingo. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. Think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here for a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. It's a vampire. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Then I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during the games of hide and seek, I'm very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but I underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. Look at that shit-eating grin. It's not that young. It's not that young. The wood isn't even rotting yet, dear innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. As a celebration of a match well won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has the delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. How's this dude still slimy? I don't know. He probably hasn't bathed, you know? Probably hasn't bathed at all. Right, should we give him anything? I don't think we really need to give him anything. We give him like... I'll just keep it simple for this one. Yeah. Oops. I goofed it. Have a bath, you mall stinker. I get the impression that's not going to happen anytime soon. Southern Brawler. That's the ticket. Yep. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, it's perfect, innkeep. The only thing that could make me happier would be a drink lovingly titled the Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how is the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I would hope no one is swimming in that. But I've sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon and your cape will be reunited. Marvelous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taking the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad at this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Yes. Right. I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colourful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. But I couldn't find Rhea anywhere, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armor while swirling shadow and onyx bone. But he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armor of swirling shadow and onyx bone. Yes, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles. Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. See. Hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It is my cape after all. Maybe he wanted my Pasca recipe. Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes. You. Me? He asked me about you. Me? Yes. Said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeep has found in his house of denial. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description of him ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. He must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. I heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. Do you want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. And a gorgeous sun charm as well. I bought it for Rhea as welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Your friend bought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. Hope to be more careful on sunscreen by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like it the way I am, but I wouldn't say no to stocking up more ingredients. Ah, the refusal to change is dangerous, Innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises mourning. Maybe celebration also. Could it be? Could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change only occurs before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. I think she still hates you. That's a very mean thing to say. I don't think you get to make that decision. Oh, we made me cry. Neither do you. No, but I can have faith in her heart. Isn't that what friendship is all about? That reminds me, I forgot a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend stranger told me that he would like to see you again, he said. What was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver to you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No. I don't think now's the right time for a letter. Not enough moonlight. But wouldn't it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? It would go so well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks? Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of the private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. Oh, there we go. There's the fireworks. He's destroying the town. I don't mean to interrupt, but... What is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. What happened? Also, hi Fireplace, how you doing? Nothing like the end of the world, apparently so. I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, though it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. That way whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Whoa. Innkeeper. Jade? Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings. Remind me again, who started the whole brawl? No clue actually. Must have slipped my mind. Has that turtle got a nose piercing? It does. Would a drink help you remember? I wanted to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Then let's focus on the present. Let's. I didn't come all this way to revel in old times after all, though. I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see. It's some Thunder Sage. I found it on my jobs, but it didn't have any use for it. Just... Don't try to boil tea out of its leaves. Tastes dreadful. Numbs the tongue. Seem to be speaking from experience. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. What would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ow. Oh, don't take it too personally. You still got some of your old spark appeal. Yes. You can be honest, you know. You're not my type. That's okay. Perhaps your drinks are my type, though. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. How's it going? Fireplace. We got a new drink. Quicken my reflexes, huh? Well, it's not that, is it? Gonna be the, this one, right? Let's see. Visibility, frost armor, fire resistance, inspiration. Built to extraordinarily motivate other people or persuade them. Ah, that's like super big charisma. Well, we don't need that. I think all we need is Swift Strike, honestly. Come. Swift Strike, bingo. Hope that was right. Perhaps you'll find this appealing. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten it on in years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date, checking out the latest town gossip after most recent gig? Your most recent gig? Finished up a job in the Saya Plains. A sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants at the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes they gotta eat. You know how it is? Something's gotta pay for the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm and not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna and... Snap. Gone you are. Anyway, I also heard about some unrest in Zoford. One of the local merchants and decided to go take a look. Zoford, the seaport? Yeah. Always considered it a rather calm area. It still is, sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits, look at their most wanted list and cash out. There was no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers in the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you. I'm not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about missing familiars if no one's going to pay me, you know? Of course. I was way more interested in hearing more about the undead on the other side of the country that my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here, and naturally I couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. I'm doing okay. Well, that's good news, especially considering the state of your tavern. It's not that bad. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning this mess. The tavern was just a tad affected by the recent incidents. What do you mean? The shooting stars? Ooh. She got like scales under her eyes. Shooting stars, it's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink please, perhaps something to boost my defense. I'll have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. Every possible situation, eh? Okay. You're gonna need a bit of a boost. Invisibility, frost armor, fire resistance. Yeah, frozen pinecone. And I forgot to do the other thing again. Right. This is the defense one. We're gonna put this in there. And then I'm gonna put 1, 2 of this. And this. Oh, I think I made a right gaff here. I have, yeah. Here, you have this, mate. Made a right gaff. Nope, I scuffed it again. Right, because it's already there. You dingus. There we go. Please enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy and strong. Flawless. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. My day off. I can only imagine what scars it must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix this place up. The money's right, of course. No thank you, I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer sounds. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia, rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average genius for me. Cassiopeia for help me. What? Do you know something I don't? Perhaps. Oh, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is Alethea Anwar. I am a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of gilded sea. I fight for those that cannot fight for themselves, bring justice to those who would bring doom. And I am very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. I'm bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. I believe something way worse has happened. What? I know the stars fell from the sky. Literally. Usually, I reside in the Aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. We were just on our way back when suddenly, right above us, the sky was ablaze with a million of stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbour of all luminaries of the firmament. Just say astral realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with a glistening surface, home to creature beyond our comprehension. It's the theological term for it. Anyway, I noticed something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of an impending doom when all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, Innkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After inquiring with those affected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. I was hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, he could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. The turtle fell asleep. Good, in the meantime I shall do what I do best, aid those in need. And perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all this? Things like this happen all the time and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There will be a time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there were people like me. Sure. Or if I get Innkeeper. Yes, Alethea? I'll help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So, I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about this all when I return. I really like Alethea. She's cool. She's really cool. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, it's like she said, and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, and then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something. I work to get paid, you work to get paid, and thus they get paid without working. I wouldn't say they aren't working. And what are they doing to help in a crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Ah, wishful thinking. Whoa, who's this guy? Hey-oh. Look, he's got little cat fingers like Steven Universe. And his legs are shaking and... Yeah, I like Alethea. She looks very dragony. She looks very cool. I think Alethea and Lynn are my favorite characters so far. Greetings, adventurer. Who, me? You're the only one out in my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just the standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover them anymore, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Hit me and give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Ayo, bro, how hops it? How hops it? Cringe fail. Bro, that's what you said. It's different when I do it. Yeah, the whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exactly. Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade, you? Hey, Nico. Cool name, Jade. Can I steal it? What? What? I prefer if no one stole anything. Drake's? Got it? Can I have a drink then if you can't have your name? Of course. What do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Something that'll make me swift and agile. Like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't... Never mind. A slippery worm coming right up. Doru, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How was your stream? I need to make a swift drink. Swift drink. Swift drink. Invisibility? Yeah, let's do that one. Bay crystal. How was your stream, Doru? Thank you, Jaden, for the follow. Thank you. Let's do this one. Was it Fake Crystal? That's the one. That's the ticket. And this one here. Oof. Darkest Dungeon, eh? That'll do it for you. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. We're playing Tavern Talk. It's like Valhalla, where you mix drinks and you talk to your guests. And, but it's all like D&D themed, like heavy D&D themes. Like even the title is like a Dungeon Master screen opening up. We've been given access to the extended version of the demo. So, yeah, I don't know how much more of the demo we've got to go, but if you stick around, you'll get to see more of it. Thank you, Doru. Thank you. And I hope you have a great evening. Just gonna hydrate. No worms, perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Oh, wow. This is great. Amazing, even. Where did you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that. I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Ori. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of the time, most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian, native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Oh, that's interesting. I find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah. I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. What the hell? Anime boy? Theft? Identity fraud? I'm not even going to pretend I know what that word is. All's goody-goody with me because I could be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling then. Yes, and I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. Cool. So what brings you here, Inako? This and that, you know. Zenith seemed like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by a giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts. I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire the wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? Do you ever leave this tavern in keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. It looks like a star hit the center of Zenith and... Boom. Yup. Oh. But there's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. And that someone's not me. Ha, me neither. That someone could be you. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The Aether Tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. I'm sure some egomaniac is already on the way to fix it. Needn't get my hands dirty. Ditto. Isn't that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't my problem. Exactly. I know Jade is a mercenary, but say, Inako, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, are you? Oh, no way. Their self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I wouldn't say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Erover. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't really care. But I was nice to them too, Yano. Charmed some rations out of them when they were prepared breakfast at their camp. Sat around the campfire drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe, full on robes and a magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh, why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? Sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology isn't really my cup of tea. What is your cup of tea? Broad. Checks out. So Leviathan warned him various tea leaves about the start of something terrible. Tattered wings, tainting the gilded sea in dark shades of misery. Leaving behind nothing but a shivering void. That's exactly what he said. How'd you know that? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you also read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Dorwell Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yup. He also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess. Divination and magic are a powerful tool. The tea leaf said, the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Dalwell. Dalwell? So it really could be true. What? Sounds like whatever happened in Dalwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted gilded sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. The wizard was right about his tea leaves reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zoford happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea, I thought it was just babbling. Ah, with everything that's been happening recently, I think we might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Or maybe they thought someone else would come along and fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they were just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this and were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them, lol. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Inico. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. You can just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors too. To make quests? I get it. That sounds like a blurb on the back of some page-turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page-turner. Well then, it's good we aren't all the same. Though it could technically be anyone, even you. Don't. Drakes, I'm kidding. Didn't mean to spit in your soup. You didn't. Cool. I'm off. See if I can catch some coins before off the streets. Good luck. Don't need any, Innkeep. I don't think I like Inako. Oh, we did it! We finished the demo! I really enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. It's a bit rough reading everything. I wish it were dubbed, but it's expensive to dub stuff, so I totally understand. But it's a lot of fun. I'm liking this a lot. I hope you are as well. If you are, do let me know, because I could see if we could get a game key for this and play the full game when it comes out. I can't promise, but it's a big, it's a possibility. So yeah, and I'll get you the code to wishlist it on Steam as well.